I got a couple of clips for you today. One of them is Georgia Transparency, the guy that looks to waddle around from city building to city building. Well, today he's going to go to the police station and demand service because, according to him, the court has ordered that the city hall provide him with whatever he needs. So he thinks that means he can go there and just make an appointment with the chief and talk to him immediately or something like that. Anyway, let's get into that video. And the second video is two Tyrant cops being tyrant, just like the frauditors always say they are. Anyway, let's get started.
I am here today. It is January 25th, as you see down there, 2023, at approximately 11:15 a.m. I'm just sitting here in front of the 23rd District Court.
Okay, he's not at the police station, he's at the city hall. But anyway, he wants to talk to the chief of police or something. I guess he expects him to be at the city hall. Maybe that's where his office is. Anyway, let's continue. I'm going to cut out all the nonsense of him walking up to the building because it takes 45 minutes.
Looks like somebody just threw a bunch of paint on there. Said forget about it. Hey, look at me. I'm looking at myself. Look at me, look at myself.
Alright, before you start criticizing, I never said this was going to be a good video. I mean, you're going to have to listen to the guy. It's his video that I'm fixing for him. So just behave yourselves.
Hey, me? Hey. That went and hid. he freaking hides. Hi. How are you? Pretty good. Maybe in a minute.
And now I'm removing the part where he sits in the lobby for another 25 to 30 minutes waiting for somebody to talk to him. And finally he goes up to the window.
Okay, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Can I get your name and badge number for the record?
Corporal Jones.
David Jones? Gotcha. Is IAM today?
I believe so.
Cool. Where are they at?
Be up in administration.
So where do I go? Up the elevator and down the hall?
Would you like me to see if he's available?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and have a seat here. I'll double check.
I still got to go up there anyway. Tell them I'll be in records.
Yeah, I'm sure Internal Affairs is going to go out of their way to run around the building trying to figure out where you are because you want to talk to them. I'm sure they're going to do that for you there, fat boy. Alright, we're going to cut out another 20 minutes so he can figure out how that elevator works because he gets stuck in there for a while and it's kind of boring and it smells bad, so we'll cut right through that.
Appreciate it.
Excuse me, sir. Uh-oh. Am I being ignored? He's giving him service. Why ain't he giving me service? That's not equal appliance of the law, is it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he had an appointment. Perhaps he called ahead and they were expecting him and they met him somewhere. I don't know.
Hello? It's not past 2 p.m. yet.
Hello, I know what time it is.
Hello? Why are they hiding from you guys? Why is he hiding?
I don't know, maybe because you go there every day and harass them and they're sick and tired of your bull. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Mission statement. Hey, Chief. What's up, man? Oh, you're locking that door? Wow. Look at him, his butt hurt. Dude's butt hurt, man. He would not let me in. They literally locked me out. Okay, I got you.
I believe you've just been dismissed, sir. They don't want to have anything to do with you, and I'd love to see a court order where they demanded that everybody in the city hall cave into your beck and call whenever you show up to harass them, that they give you service. Apparently, you went there to see IA, and then you were going to go to the records office, which you never did go to, and now you're trying to talk to the chief of police. Make up your mind.
I got you. Whew. Thank God we got that. We got that, guys.
And we're mighty proud of you for that fact. Keep going, bud.
He knows it, man. That's why you don't want to talk to me. They're closing it down. They won't even let me go to IA. So let's ask these other officers. So when the West Coast gets this, we'll at least give them the chance. Hey, Corporal, is the IA officer in today?
He is unavailable. I just double checked. Yes.
Really? You double checked? Okay, cool. You would have any question why Chief would shut down early up there? I could have sworn they didn't look at you like you looked at the camera. They're not looking at you like you're looking at this camera and you're facing it like a man. Why are they running like little hoes?
Apparently, the only way you can be a man in Taylor, the city that he's in, is if you look straight into Georgia Transparency's camera and talk to him like a man. That's the only way you can be a man in that county.
We have lots of cameras. I don't like cameras.
Huh?
We have lots of cameras. Just my good side, okay?
That means you got a bad side. Watch out. Careful.
Usually this side.
So,
I couldn't speak on anything from administration. So.
well, it's sad, man. It's sad because everybody knows the behind scenes. The behind scenes, remember Houston versus Hill? That's where your qualified immunity's gone. But you might want to read it. Speech. Never again, anyway. And they decided that case back in 1968. Why is it now? It's kind of like the 13th and 14th and 15th Amendment to the Constitution. By 38 states and brought up to par. African Americans will not be treated this way. They have rights. They have rights to vote. They have rights to citizenship.
I have no idea what his little speech is about because, as far as I know, Georgia Transparency is white. At least I think so. I don't know. He's going off on some civil rights things about the right to vote and this and that for black people. What the hell is he talking about? Anyway, the guy is illiterate as hell. You've probably noticed all the things he's putting up on the screen. Most of them are misprinted. He doesn't know how to spell. He doesn't do spell check. It's pretty easy to spell check something before you make it public, but he doesn't bother doing that. Anyway.
That's what the 13th and 14th Amendment is. But yet, it took him till 1965 with Lyndon Johnson and John Lewis to get his behind on a bridge by Democrats. It's kind of funny, guys. By Democrats, wink, wink. What the Sam hell's going on here? Everything's backwards.
What in the actual hell is he talking about? Why is he going on about that? What difference does it make? The guy behind the screen doesn't care.
There's nothing. Service is not what they think it is. And I don't think they know who I really am with my little channel, with my little 5 subscribers that I got. They don't know me. They took me for granted.
Wow, I did not know he was so important. The cop behind the screen, the look on his face is priceless. He's like, Jesus Christ, I'm falling asleep here. Oh my God, this is terrible. I'm gonna speed it up and get done with this fool.
Stupid, man, stupid. You think defendants are stupid? Want to bring attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not your enemy, David. Remember that. Have a good day.
Okay, that's definitely enough of him. That's how all his videos are. They're pointless and boring. He's got like 8,500 subscribers. And this video right here got like 300 views, and it's been up for 2 or 3 weeks. Oh my God, it's terrible. Anyway, yeah, let's move on to these tyrant cops that have just terrorized this town they're from. It's absolutely horrible. You're going to be devastated. I don't usually show bad cops, but every once in a while I do. Let's check this out.
I'm Officer Jason Bourne with the Highway Enforcement Command.
Officer Thomas on with the Highway Enforcement Command.
The call came out as a crash. Went there thinking that's what it was.
Excuse me, officer, but I think you forgot to give me your badge numbers. I have a right to your badge numbers according to your policy, which I've never read. So please, just tell me what they are.
Made contact with the driver, who's a young high school guy, and asked him what had happened. You know, were you involved in a crash? And he said, no, just have a flat tire. I just don't have a jack. He didn't want to admit that he hadn't changed a tire, so we're like, all right, we'll teach you how to change a flat tire, you know. We get the flat tire off and go to put the spare on, and we realize that the spare doesn't even fit the car.
Oh, sure. Allegedly, the tire didn't fit the car. How convenient for you so that you could impound his vehicle, you road pirates.
The other front tire was so bald it had all the wires coming out. So we're like, he can't drive on this tire. He can't drive on this tire. So when we called a record, they show up.
I told you. Revenue officers, they kidnapped his car, hauled it off. It's going to cost this poor kid a fortune because of these two tyrants.
After he had called mom and dad, it had been pretty much established that that wasn't going to be a solution for us. And it was also very safe to assume that money was going to be an issue. So once the wrecker got there, we had him load up the car and paid him to tow it to the tire shop. Yeah. And we didn't even talk about it. We just kind of got there and told the guy at the counter, like, we need 2 tires. And basically the collision that he was in had messed up the alignment on the car. So the tires, the toe or whatever, the alignment was off.
This is how bad it's getting, folks. They actually had the city do an alignment on the kid's car that's going to cost them a fortune that he can't afford to pay. That way they get to keep the car, sell it at auction, and make money for the police department. We need to get rid of these guys right away. We really do.
Sometimes it's easier to just do things for people instead of the awkward, putting them in the situation of having to accept help. We split the cost at the tire shop, paid for the tires, and sent him on his way to school. Later that day, I ended up setting up a GoFundMe account.
Oh, so you made him sign a contract, so he had to contract with you to get his car back. Is that what you're trying to say? And then you went back and you started a GoFundMe page so that you guys could get rich off this poor kid?
To share on social media, kind of tell the story of him. And at the tire shop, we were like, dude, you need to fix your alignment or you're going to be in the same position months down the road.
Right. Right. Yeah. You just happen to know somebody that can do an alignment for a real deal for this kid who you're in joinder with to get half the money that the kid pays him. I know where this is going.
But, going home and thinking about that, I was like, I'm telling a dude with no money to go fix his alignment. Yeah, you can't. So set up the GoFundMe and just shared it on social media. I'm a lot younger than Tommy. He doesn't have social media.
Don't you buy that. He's only a couple years younger than me.
Within a few weeks, there was about a little over $8,000 raised.
Yeah.
Cody's brother reached out to me just to say thank you. And I kind of stayed in touch with him and let him know what was going on. And he coordinated with me to meet up for lunch. And what Cody didn't know is that Niall Maxwell had picked out 6 cars that they were willing to sell for. They didn't have a price tag on them. It was in excess of $8,000, like I assure you that. But went over to a dealership to look at cars. He got to pick out a car and drive it around, and went inside and signed papers. It was pretty cool. It went from tires to a new car. So
This is unbelievable. They made that kid go to that dealership, get a free car because of the generosity of others, and they made all this happen. That is horrible. We need to fire these two right now. I'm going to call that police station, and I'm going to FOIA request everything on these two officers. See how many times they've had an assault charge against them.
and we checked the car at the dealership and made sure it
did
had
have
a spare tire.
Yeah. We got in the trunk to make sure it had a
It
spare.
had a spare tire and a jack. So
Don't know if he's practiced it, but he's got one. So.
hopefully remembers how to change a flat.
It gets hard. It gets hard to work with them. All the hair hitting me from all those ladies running by. Jason. I mean, that gets hard.
Anyway, Tyrant cops, huh? Yeah. I had a subscriber send this to me. I think it was Sally. I think Sally sent me this clip, and I said, well, I'm going to use that somewhere. That's pretty good. Anyway, these guys are funny. Anyway, that was Georgia Transparency, the waddle of shame he had to do there because nobody wanted to talk to him anymore. And I'm still waiting to see that court order where the court ordered City Hall to do whatever he asked them to do. Anyway, that's it, folks. You all have a great day. Love you all. Bye.